How you been?
Yeah, no, just like it's been a good week so far. I'm glad it actually got cold. I mean, I don't know how you feel when it comes to like fall weather, but I actually kind of enjoy the colder side of fall. Yeah, I don't know, maybe because I live in apartments, so I feel like it's hard for me to it's hard for me to sleep because in an apartment, the heat's always like on, even when you turn it
On.
off, because I'm also on the second floor and it's a lot warmer, so it gets kind of humid and so I like it when it gets cold because then I sleep well when it's like cold.
Dude, I've been sleeping too good. Too good to the point where I'm late for work. I was late for work today. Badness. I
Wait,
know
you
I'm
were late
gonna
for
get
work?
tired. Yeah, I
What
was late
happened?
for work today. To be honest, nothing. I slept early. I didn't even sleep late. And early for me
Mhm.
is like, 1 o'clock, 1:30. I was
Okay.
fucking dying at 1:30. I didn't feel
Mhm.
too tired, but I slept. I was awoken by the alarm and then I went back to sleep. And really that was like my ultimate fault. I remember being cozy as fuck. I remember being cocooned up and I was like, "Oh shit, I have fucking work." You know,
Mhm.
Gabriel fucking a couple of years ago would have said that I like the fall weather. Gabriel 2024 hates the cold weather. It's the first year I'm ever experiencing seasonal depression, Don. Lord have mercy. I thought people who suffer seasonal depression were pussies.
Let's talk about this for a bit because I'm curious what's on your mind or how you're feeling, you
Hmm,
know.
I don't want to overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
I will say that the biggest feeling of difference is the fact that when I leave work, it's already dark as it will be for the rest of the night. By the time I get out at 5, it's
Mhm.
already dark.
Yeah.
That shit sucks. It's kind of demotivating.
Okay.
The cold isn't that bad. It's annoying, whatever. It's sometimes if you like it, it's a little bit
Mhm.
refreshing, right?
Yeah.
The cold. That I don't mind too much. It's the
Mhm.
no light throws me off a bit.
Weren't we supposed to get rid of like daylight savings time?
Yeah, it sucks.
No, I get you. I think my version of that, and it's kind of weird where I bring this up. I mean, again, I feel like every podcast I brought it up, but this is me kind of diving a little deeper into like my psyche, right?
What are
Like,
we talking?
yeah, whenever it gets closer to like November, which is
Yeah.
again my birthday,
Oh yes.
I don't
You
know.
have associated it now.
Yeah, I feel like I do. I don't know. I get like, yeah, either seasonal depression or just like, the end of year blues where it's getting darker. So I feel less motivated to go outside. And it's the year's coming to an end also. So it's like all these things are kind of coinciding at the same time. So it's like, oh man, year's over. It's getting darker. So I kind of can't go outside as often. It is something that I go through where as I approach November, and then birthday passes, and then even still into like even Christmas. I mean, maybe Christmas doesn't have as much impact or feeling as I liked it to have as years before.
What do you mean it's not as jolly as it was?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the sign of the times, or maybe just that's a part of being an adult. I kind of remembered where I was like really excited for Christmas. Not to say that I don't enjoy my time with like my cousins or my friends and, all my family. But I don't know. I feel like I was a lot more excited for Christmas. Like I'd be like, oh, I'm going to decorate a tree. Oh, I'm going to put up lights. Oh, we're going to do like Christmas activities. And yeah, I don't know if it's just being part of adult where it just doesn't have the same magical feeling that I did when I was like, again, a kid, which I guess that's again a part of growing up, right? But yeah, those are like kind of the things that are going on in my mind about like this fall, winter, end of year season.
Some people love the holidays for their entire lifetime, right? That's how you have the
Right.
businesses open that are all about like the fucking ornaments and shit. There's like
Yeah.
Christmas specific stores, right? Naturally, it does get a little bit sadder as you get
Hmm.
older. And I know that sounds fucked up, but I'm talking about on a general level. What's going to happen to you around this time, around the time of 30, is that your friends are going to be moving on to the next portion of their life, like they always have, right?
Hmm.
And that circle is going to get a lot smaller. So on a general level, everyone's really concentrated on themselves. Naturally, people separate. So you don't really have your cousins. It surprises me that you've said that like you're not that excited, even though you are excited to see your cousin. Da 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 da. it's still not enough to keep that holiday enthusiasm for you not even to mention it, right? It's a weird emotion going on usually during the holidays. It's very,
Yeah.
very heightened. What's the best Christmas present you've ever got? Because I'm thinking about Christmas now, and you were just mentioning, like, yeah, you know, it's
Ooh.
not that exciting. But back in the day, you used to fucking, your brain would explode if you got an N64.
Actually, no, I think an N64 I'd give like a real shit
A
about.
little bit. But back then,
Just because,
yeah,
yeah, well, actually, no, an N64 was one of my Christmas presents, actually.
yeah. But what was the best one, Don?
I think that was it. It's not too kind of like
N64?
this. Yeah, dude, because the thing is, and I remember, so the N64, so that was like the first game system that you could have up to 4 people to play with, right? I remember when I used to go to karate, they actually had it as a prize, like a grand prize. They had like the box hang up like right near the opening. And I was just like eyeing, I was like kind of hoping to myself, damn, I hope I win this raffle. Naturally, I didn't. But, and this is when I still believed in Santa.
How old were you? What the fuck?
I was like 8 years old, like, because this
Okay,
is like
okay. Still young.
1997 when like it came out, right? And so, yeah, I just remember writing to Santa, hey, I want an N64 and Star Fox 64. And
Oh,
that was one of the best Christmases I ever had because again, that game system opened up the door for like now my friends would be coming over and be like, "Yo, just bring your controller. I
that
got
did
Mario
happen.
Party." Yeah, like those are that's the gateway like system to have people like play games. Like again, people talk about Xbox. That is a good one, especially when you talk about Halo, but like the N64 for me was like I used to go to Blockbuster with my dad and every time we'd go there, he'd get a movie and I get a video game. I just invite friends. Like I only had 2 controllers.
Turok, bitch.
Yeah, Turok. Yeah, again, we could go through like the whole anthology of the N64. But yeah, every weekend I would borrow a game. You know, I'd say, dude, come over. I got this game. You know, I got like Pokemon Snap, you know, and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Dope.
And then my other friends, I would tell them, just bring your controllers. I only got 2, so bring yours and we'll like play. And dude, that was like the golden age of like video game parties for me. What about you, Gabe? What was like your best Christmas present?
I was a nerd too growing up, okay? The best Christmas gift was the PlayStation because my brother played it. And that was like the first time I got to see him play video games and just watch him. Like he was playing Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil 2 or some shit. And those
Oh,
were like
shit.
games in which like I was too pussy to play them back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember telling my brother like, "Oh my god, if you beat the game on this level, then you get an infinite gun. And then when you get the infinite gun, that's when I will play."
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just that
Yeah, yeah.
feeling of comfortable. All the lights were off. The TV brightness was just like beaming on the fucking
Mhm.
coffin TV, right?
PlayStation and N64 came out in like such an era where I feel like very big leaps forward for gaming, right?
Yeah.
I got the PlayStation 2 for my birthday, and I think I had like Twisted Metal Black, right? And like a bunch of other stuff.
Ooh,
Yeah, dude.
classic game that was definitely rented 2 times.
So it's weird again when I talk about like I think maybe that's why I think in more recent years I feel like maybe it doesn't have the same hit as it used to. Is that maybe I am thinking about like
Nothing's exciting anymore, bro. There's nothing.
I remember when I got these games, I'm just like, oh my God. That was like a really fun time. And I kind of miss those days where like we were able to kind of hang out together and like play these games, or at least have one person play and we're all just kind of like just chilling there watching like intently, right?
Remember the times
Yeah.
we used to go to John Doe's house
Yeah.
and we used to bring our laptops. His parents would be away. We'd stay over for days. The shorties were there. They were sleeping over. It was wow. Yo.
And we
it
were
was
playing
wow.
StarCraft. We were playing StarCraft
Yeah.
too, and like a
We
whole
were
bunch.
playing
Yeah,
Dota,
Dota.
StarCraft
God.
2, all that
Sometimes you'd
shit.
have like
Biggest nerds ever.
do people still go over like that the way that we used to do?
That's a great point to bring up.
Yeah, I think it's an excellent question because ever since, like, I mean, we think about things that we lock away in time, right? And again, if you think about 4 years ago was like the lockdown, right? And so nobody was going over. You'd be lucky if we were like within 6 feet of each other, for like 5 minutes, right? When we were going over each other's houses, playing games, having like these parties.
I think they definitely still do.
yeah,
Because, bro, think about it. As more things get like known, you're able to enjoy the things that you find to be enjoyable. It doesn't
right.
necessarily have to be going over people's houses and playing StarCraft and playing video games necessarily. But,
Mhm.
there are crazier looking ones. Like, those reenactments, those medieval times reenactments and shit. Some people love that shit. If they want to go out there, by all means, they could do that. Sometimes it'll be paintball. Sometimes it'll be. I think if you ask the question specifically, do people still go out and see each other now with COVID? Naturally, probably not. It definitely
Mhm.
took a hit. I'm not saying it's dead. I'm sure the homies come through and chill and, order a pizza, just enjoy each other's company, maybe have a hookah involved and get some fucking Call of Duty fucking Modern Warfare 2 on shipment, right? Just chill. I'm trying to think about for me now, like what the hell do I do specifically that scratches that itch? It's probably going out. It's not anything specific. Like if you ask me, what did you like about being at John's place with the shorties and then StarCraft? At the end of the day, it was me enjoying the company of people specifically.
Mhm.
So for me, I do that by enjoying the times in which when I do go out. I guess if you think about it, I'm really into the social aspect of it all.
Oh, me too.
And I
Yeah,
enjoy going
for
out.
sure.
So I have to go out. We're going out for your birthday this fucking Saturday. Dude, what the fuck is going on this Friday?
I have no idea. I mean, I think the last that I understand is that we're gonna go out for Korean fried chicken,
Where, bitch?
turntable fried chicken and bar. It's no longer gonna be an omakase. I think we'll probably save it for like another day. But yeah, we're gonna be going
Thank
out
God.
for doing the fancy stuff down the road for sure. But also Ian wanted to like consider stuff for like my birthday too, and I was like,
That's what he was saying?
I figured, hey, look, if we're gonna be going out and like enjoying each other's company, having a couple of drinks in, well, let's keep it simple. I'm okay with just either doing like Korean barbecue or Korean fried chicken and beers. Like chimak's totally fine in my book. And I think it'd be a good way for us to just hang out, get some good food and good drinks. And
Do you know if John's going though?
I want to say yes, he should probably be going. I know because the baby's around the corner and I
Yeah.
don't know, like he called me on Sunday, just to greet me. And I was asking him like, so what's going on? And, I think they went to the OBGYN this Sunday. And if the baby doesn't come out, I guess within the next week or
Swallowed right
two,
there, bro.
I think I think they're gonna induce,
It's like Thanksgiving baby.
yeah, they're gonna probably induce Nana so that way like the baby can just come out.
Yeah,
So
of course.
yeah, I think he's coming out, but I would also understand if he can't. I feel like he was a little like malungkot or like a little sad that he won't be able to like
He
hang out
definitely
on
has been
Saturday.
sad. When I'm texting him, it's just so depressing. Bros, guys, our boy is having his second child and he's been very, very, very preoccupied with his time. We both completely understand.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody understand he's not going to be able to be out there. But I can sense in his texts, I can feel the FOMO from his texts. It's all good, bro. You're not really missing out on
When
anything.
time's right, I'm sure like he wants to catch up and be able to enjoy with us. And again, we had a really great time with him in Colombia, so I am very grateful.
Yeah, we had our moment. Okay.
Yeah, we had our moment.
Sit
I
down,
do, yeah.
bitch. So much has happened since then, bro.
So much has happened since then, and I think again, I think about when the whole idea about when are the good times, or when when the good times are, before they're over. And I think we're in the good times right now. I think just also keeping the perspective fresh and just be like, okay, well, yeah, things are always happening. And like I said, I'm happy to be able to hang out with you and do a lot of things this year with you.
Yes. It's been fun. It's been a good year.
The one thing that I was concerned about is not allowing myself to be in the moment and enjoy these things. A lot of that I feel like was something that I've had like as a chip off my shoulder for many years. I think I was just so focused on trying to get somewhere when, again, if you embrace yourself and be happy in the moment and just take it all in, then yeah, you could easily be having like the best time of your life and really making the most out of it. Excited for this weekend. Also, next weekend is your thing. We're doing a Friendsgiving thing, also.
Bro, the Friendsgiving thing has,
Hmm.
it's weird because my brain wants to complain, but my
Hmm.
heart doesn't really want to complain. Like, what can you do? And not even, I'm making it like it's sad or whatever. I kind of succumbed in my brain. Hey, yo, I have to be aware of the food. Even if you are there to help me, I have to still be, I'm working this event, bitch. But I am looking forward to it. It's going to be good. It's a nice culmination of events. I can't even just say it's one event in particular that's making me feel good,
Hmm.
but I'm really, really, really excited about your event. Bro, a lot has changed since Colombia. And to
Hmm.
be honest, I cannot even listen to the Colombia playlist. Remember when I told y'all that, like, yo, Colombia playlist is gonna last till the end of the year, right? Honest to God, life is crazy. And maybe it's
Uh-huh.
the power of fall and the seasons changing, but it doesn't feel like Colombia anymore. That ship is gone. I am nervous about the future.
Hmm.
I'm very, very confident about the future is to come. A little uncomfortable at the fact that I feel progress because it's just, I felt like I haven't felt progress in like a couple of years. Truly,
Hmm.
I'm making it sound like it was a goddamn shit show. It really, really wasn't a shit show. But if you're trying to shoot to the stars,
Hmm.
sometimes you get impatient when it's like, goddamn, like when is it gonna happen? I feel like I'm on my way, and my heart feels scared a little bit that I am going in the right direction. It's hard to describe because it's not bad. It just is.
The way that I kind of like identify this feeling, right, is so like after a breakup and then you're kind of like embarking on like the next like, the next new love in your life and you're just like, "Oh shit, like this is what it feels like. Oh man, I'm scared. I'm excited. I know this path before. It's very familiar, but then things are moving along and moving forward." So, I guess that's what I'm kind of thinking, or that's kind of how like I am like, you know, that's my version of what I feel like it sounds like for you because again, you're on a not so familiar but slightly familiar path, but then things are moving forward. It's a good feeling, but also you're kind of tinged with some sense of like, damn, like, it's been a while since I've like been on this like momentum. Nerve-wracking but exciting at the same
Yeah.
time. And it's a very like awesome feeling in my because it's
It's like
again
sinking
being
in.
I'm glad, dude. I'm really glad. Honestly, like the hearing about progress, for any of my friends, I think is something that I'm always like happy to hear, and to know that we're also like kind of moving along. We're both moving along in our own ways. How far we've come, especially since like earlier this year, and even just like the start of this podcast. Like, I'm glad to be there with you while you also embark on your own path.
To think about it,
Hmm.
I'm sure you have a lot of friends, and I have a good amount of friends too. Because we're doing this thing and because we have to have this almost weekly check in,
Hmm.
it's like we are viewing each other's lives at a closer level than a lot of other people. We talk about John who's doing his thing and he's feeling FOMO. I don't necessarily feel FOMO, but when you think about it, when you try to think about what is the emotion on the other side, I do feel FOMO for him not being there. We kind of lost time. But it's not to say that it's bad, it's just natural. To have you here every week feels like I have somebody, that I have someone who can attest to how I'm moving and how I'm feeling, if that makes any sense, right?
Oh no, that makes a lot of sense because again, when you're like moving forward and progressing, you can't help but see the mistakes, the things that didn't go right, especially right. And so, like, and I know this as an artist because as an artist, you can't help again see the flaws. But then when you have like someone there to actually see the art, the work that was put in, and to help remind you of that is important.
I feel like I'm on the motorcycle and then you're on that P body bullshit on the side.
The sidecar.
It was so nice to see your friend again. There was this girl, one of Don's friends, right? Who I saw her like a week ago. The last time I saw her was the first time I met her, which was a year ago. So it's really cool have that feeling of like time and time passing when you see somebody. I remember when I
Yeah.
was living in Brooklyn, I felt like every time I came home, my parents looked fucking really old. So it's kind of cool to have that feeling with your friend. It's like to see how their life has changed in a year. When you think about that, you also think about yourself and how you've changed. I remember as for as much value that I'm here talking with you about it, because now I am looking and have to reflect on a weekly basis. I am now more present in my own sidecar. So,
Yeah.
if that makes any fucking sense. But it's just,
No, it makes sense. I mean, again, like I don't know if others have been able to kind of do what we do, where we get to talk and kind of like deconstruct, unpack things, in a way that therapy does. In high school, for example, like I had counselors, but then outside of counselors, there are also like peer groups, and these peer groups, I think, also operate in a way that allowed you to kind of talk about these things. And you're surrounded by a bunch of like teenagers that are your age that are also kind of going through their own experiences, but then are able to kind of give some form of context to what you're going through. And so that's important, because as much as like it's nice to have a counselor like help you unpack certain things, but it's nice to have a peer who can listen to you, may not necessarily give you advice, but can kind of relate it in their own way. Therapy comes in different forms, whether it's an outlet, whether it's talking to like a designated person you feel that's impartial, or maybe having a bunch of friends who you can talk to and just, again, unpack things, right? And maybe it's all three, and maybe there's a few more to that whole like group of like therapy. But yeah, like I think it's important and nice to have these things, because at the end of the day, no man's an island. You need people to kind of bounce things off of, to cope with things, to deal with things. You need people to help you through that. And in a way, by helping them and them helping you, you're able to learn in your own way what you can do, have a better realization about things, and yeah, just progress better. And again, I think we're all like works in progress. As good as I am at like certain crafts, I like to believe I'm a perpetual student, because there are things that I can always learn. And I think that constant thirst for knowledge, just willing to embrace being a constant learner, keeps me motivated, keeps me going, never feeling like, oh, I've learned it all, because I haven't, and like I'm always going to go through something different. And I can draw on my experiences and talk to other people from their experiences on how to tackle and how to approach things, And again, I'm very blessed. I am absolutely blessed to be able to do this, right? This is something, again, others don't have, and just happy to be able to do it with you. And when we do have our first guests, I'm happy to do it with them too, like be able to talk about things in a way
oh my
that,
God, bro. I felt like I haven't ever stopped. I was not bullshitting myself when I said shining all summer, working all winter. You know what I'm saying? I know that sounds so fucking corny. I haven't even been able to do this fucking podcast shit. There's so many unreleased episodes, and it's going to be so weird, like when people get to listen to it back on how it plays out. But it's like so fucking much shit to do. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you saying?
No. But the train keeps on rolling. That's all I'm going to say. Like, it keeps on rolling, and there's always going to be something. And I think that's the best part of it. We can catch up on those episodes, and I'm just happy to be able to do this like with you. Like sometimes I'm a little afraid. I'm like, damn, am I going to be able to talk? I mean, I hope so.
I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid. We have a pretty good strategy. The stuff that we talked about last week was really good. The strategy is just to get to know each other more and ask each other questions. I haven't even asked my question for you that I had, but usually that's how these things go. I know this Friday we're going to be celebrating. Your birthday is going to be crazy. We're going to go karaoke in K-Town. Don't fuck around.
Friday and Saturday. Jeez.
Oh my God, dude, did you invite my work friends?
Crap, I'm gonna send the invite now. Yeah, I've been like so caught up with certain things, but yeah, I'm gonna do that right now just because I wanna.
How are you gonna do any pregame related stuff?
I think then.
Are you driving into the city, or are you taking Uber?
I think I'm gonna take the train in, and then I'll probably take an Uber back.
Okay, that's pretty smart. Do I want to take the train? I haven't taken the train in forever.
Well, I'm gonna take the Long Island Railroad. So if you want to link up with me, we take the Lure into the city. Be like a good time.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Honestly, I am a little
I have to get a
afraid.
haircut.
I am only lightly concerned that I'm not over invited, but there's going to be a lot of people. Maybe I did over invite, but actually I want everyone there. That's
What
literally
is the
me.
room recommended size? But did they say the glass room?
I think 20.
There you go. You're good.
Yeah, and we have like about 25 plus or minus another 10. So,
I
but
saw a
luckily
couple people on that list that I know aren't coming. Like, there's no way that that person's coming. No fucking way, dude.
But there's
Um,
also a lot of people who I know are going that haven't even said like. So
I know
it's
that
cool.
feeling as well.
It's
It should be a really, really good time. I think this could be the party of the year. Last year,
yeah.
Daisel's birthday was the party of the year.
Oh right.
I said it's
yeah,
the one event
couldn't
that
make
entire
one.
year that's the best one.
Yeah, that'd be
Was
nice
it
to
the
make
best
good.
one? I don't know if that was my most fun I've ever had. But this year, the most fun we will have is your birthday. I think it's going to be really good. Diet. We have to diet. Oh, fuck, it's in like 2 days, bitch. It's in 2 days.
Hold on, let's see. Okay. Let me send out that invite.
I'm not even sure if they'll go. To be honest, I don't think that they'll go.
Hey.
Yeah.
Look, people are always welcome. I literally said in the invite, depending on how much we can fit in karaoke, but after karaoke, it is an open invite. Anyone can come through.
And plus, it ends at like 9. The karaoke ends at 9, 7 and 9.
Yeah.
There's the pool place upstairs, which I think is I think our usual suspect of where we're gonna go. It's just so chill up there.
You know.
Yeah. It'll be,
so it's gonna be fun.
I'm planning on coming fashionably late. Know this.
Okay. Hey, dude.
I'm so fucking lame.
You better come in for a fucking song. You better not be dodging the karaoke.
No. As long as it's good ass song. You only have 2 hours there, so I might not go that fashionably late. But I will be fashionable. Know this. Get fucked. Oh my god.
Oh man. But yeah, just actually there's a few more invites. Yeah, you know what? Why not? I'm just gonna send out a couple more invites to people.
It's been really, really tough holding everything up. I know they say the best comparison is like how it is to be a responsible person, to be successful is like, you know, that clown that has to spin all the plates with his hands and his feet, right? He has to hold them all up. I feel like you can never have all of them good. One of them is always a little bit fucked up a little bit. So now for me, it's like work because I was at work late. The other day it was like relationship because of whatever, da. And the other day it was like, oh man, it's just something fucking to do, bro. And don't even get me started. We have to go to the fucking groomsman thing. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot going on. I'm trying to fucking work. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm excited that there's progress and I'm scared of the feeling of progress. But in order to feel progress, you have to put in a lot of work. And I don't want to toot my own fucking asshole, but I've been working my fucking ass off, dude. I'm not working just to be like, oh, I'm doing good on like the store. I'm trying to do good, just trying to be a better person. And it's so fucking hard when you're at that moment where it's like it calls you to react one way, the one way that I know, and then also to react another way, which is like this would be better. Sometimes I feel like it could be diminishing. I've been talking a lot about like my fears of like killing your own personality, right? But I don't necessarily feel that way anymore about it. It's just so difficult in order to perform at all times. You got to be good. You can't overreact. You can't underreact. Can't ever be late for work. You have to make sure that, oh my God, bro, going to the gym has been so difficult, Don.
Really?
I haven't been working out as hard. I've been going and I've been making myself show up, but I'm not doing anywhere as close to my usual stuff. I don't know.
It's okay. I mean, I think once things kind of ease up a bit, you can probably put a little bit more energy, but there's only so much of like your energy pool that you can divert to all these different things without kind of like overdrafting your energy from somewhere else, right? So
Yeah.
I think you're fine. I mean, again, like I went back to the gym this passing weekend, so I'm glad to be able to do that because
Good.
the entire month I've been slacking off, and I already like see it like in like my face, like all
You
that
be eating good, bitch.
all the eating goods like kind of adding up to like
It's
it
all those
comes
damn
up in like
Indian weddings.
Yeah, all to like my cheeks, which again, some of these halls have really good food. Like I remember I used to hate venue food, and the past couple ones have been really
I
solid.
love venue food. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
So, but I'm glad to be back this weekend, and I'm trying to squeeze one workout, maybe before the groomsmen thing. I'm gonna go before going to the city, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what's up. But
What time
I
is
feel
the
like
groomsman thing?
6:30. 6:30.
Pass.
Yeah, 6:30. Gonna have
We'll make it work.
chicken, beer. But yeah,
I'll be
let me know if
happy
you
when
want
I
to.
have beer, right?
I think Friday. Well, depends. Yeah, I'll debate whether I'm going to go into like take the train into the city both days. It might be easier, but it might be faster going home. We'll see what's up. We'll coordinate. If you want to link up, dude, let's do that for sure.
Word. Word. We have to link up for that.
Yeah.
What song you gonna sing for your birthday, bro? It's karaoke. What song are you choosing? What is your go-to karaoke song?
Either a Backstreet Boys song or an NSYNC song. I feel like I've tried curating a bunch of different like playlists for like different groups. My safe bets are always like All I Have to Give or I Want It That Way. My easy go-to is Backstreet's Back. I feel like that's an easy hype song. And there's NSYNC, of course, Tearing Up My Heart. It's Gonna Be May. Those are like my usual go-tos and easy sings.
It's funny that you mentioned that you try to make playlists on Spotify. I have attempted to make a karaoke must playlist, and for whatever reason, I have not gotten able to even start it. I just know that I've made it, and I thought it'd be a good idea to have.
It really depends on the group because I'm telling you, like when I was singing karaoke with my cousins in the Philippines, like they know like Brian McKnight. Like I know Brian McKnight, but I'm surprised and pleasantly surprised rather that they're singing it and they know all the lyrics. But if I were to throw that with like a specific group of friends, they may not know it. That side of like my like friends and family know like R&B, some more of like the emo route, Spice Girls. Yeah, it's funny how, I mean, I guess it's the beauty of karaoke that there's so many different genres. I definitely expect there's going to be like a Taylor Swift, a Beyonce song this Saturday.
Fuck that. I hope not. I hope no goddamn Taylor Swift song.
Yeah,
No.
I'm excited. What I'm more excited about is that because again, I'm drawing from different groups together, like pulling them in like different threads together. And so I want to see what they're going to cue on the karaoke and which of the other groups that I'm pulling together will be united together with them.
I don't like choosing songs in karaoke. I'll tell you that. I like singing songs. I don't like choosing songs. For whatever reason, I blank out when like I'm there and I hear us like I'm hearing the person go already sing and it's like I can't think about what I want to necessarily sing. I have a couple songs in my head that I know I will always go to no matter what, and they have all been tested. Okay. And that sounds so lame. I will do Always by Journey. That's an easy one. My Sherry Amore by Stevie Wonder. That's an easy one. And Valerie by Amy Winehouse. Let's go.
Valerie's a good one. Here's another one.
They're all hard songs to know, though. Like
they are hard songs. I think one that I'm actually really tired of, and I probably will get shot for saying this, is a Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh my God, I hate that. I hate that fucking song.
If that song doesn't get played for me for the rest of my lifetime, I'd be okay.
That song is a piss break for me. If that song gets sung, I'm going to leave.
That's definitely going to be playing. That's definitely going to be playing by somebody.
That is some blackness. Skip. I will tell you the hack about karaoke. If there is a remote control, man the skip button. I'm telling you. You have no idea how long it takes for an actual song to even end. You know, this is my idea, to open a karaoke bar that's just better than a regular karaoke bar. If you're into music and you're into singing and you're into songs, right? You know that you cannot stand the whole, how crazy it is to go from one song to another and how much of an energy break that is. I'm not saying that we should get rid of the score. I think we should do the score, but I think they should integrate all songs together and it's like a nice, yes. I'm that wild.
There are two songs though that I feel like in recent years I think are really great for amping the crowd. So
I know
the first
one.
Now. Yeah. Well, again, this one I think is going to come. Well, I think these two are like going to be a little left field for me, right? The first one is Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Oh, I can see that amping the crowd.
One of my friends said, "Oh, hey, let's put this on," and much to my surprise, everybody was like belting out. Another one is "It's All Coming Back to Me Now" by Celine Dion.
Oh man, that's like, dude, when that song comes on at the bar, people like start singing and shit. It's crazy.
When I think about karaoke now, I'm trying to think of the songs that are like worth singing that haven't been like completely like overdone. Which I feel like your Bohemian Rhapsodies, your Mr. Brightsides, which again I'll still sing.
Mr. Brightside's good.
Mr. Brightside's still good. Your Journeys have definitely been played. Like Don't Stop Believing's definitely been played.
Oh my
a lot.
god, yeah. I Don't Want to Miss a Thing is always a night ender.
That is a good one too, for sure.
The Bon Jovi song.
Oh yeah, it's my yeah. That one's another
not
one.
that one. The other one. I forgot the name.
Living on a Prayer.
That one too. He has a lot of songs that are actually good
Yeah.
on
He's got a
karaoke.
lot of like karaoke songs.
My favorite one to amp up a crowd to feel what type of crowd they are
Mhm.
is Vanessa Carlton's "A Thousand Miles." That is always one. Like, do we have singers in the house? Like, that is your roll call.
Now that we bring it up, I'm really, like I said, I'm more keenly interested in seeing like, because I know each of these groups are willing to put songs on the queue. What I'm more
Ooh.
curious about is to see who sings with who.
Here is the biggest tip I got for you in karaoke.
Mhm.
Play recent songs.
Oh yeah.
Because people sing in their car, their Spotify playlist, and they're not singing karaoke songs, singing in their car driving home. So play recent songs. That's it.
Yeah.
You have
Well,
to
there's
have
gonna be
some
a lot-
Sabrina Carpenter in there.
There's definitely gonna be
Just a
Sabrina
little bit.
Carpenter in there. There's definitely gonna be Sabrina Carpenter. Bruno Mars had like a bunch of hits this year too. There's gonna be
I'm
that.
not a fan of his recent work, sadly.
Really?
I am a fan that he's of his social media. Whoever's doing Bruno Mars' social media is on another level. Every time he
yeah.
does a stop on his fucking tour, he does like a promotional video that's themed about the country. It's fucking insane. He did one for Japan. I think he did Brazil. I think he did Mexico.
Brazil was like a very
Fucking
popular
wild.
one. Brazil
I think
was
he
like,
did Korea. Yeah, like he busted out with the fucking Korean chicks, the ABGs and whatnot. Yeah, it's good. But his recent work, I haven't been like, ooh, I gotta play that song in the car. Nah.
feel like, yeah, then there's a lot of TikTok songs also, but
Oh my god, TikTok songs end up on my playlist like crazy. I can't
Yeah.
lie.
I'm not surprised. Again, Miguel came out with his song like, Sure Thing in 2013. And I think earlier this year, it had a resurgence because people were putting it on their TikToks. So
But yeah, it should be a good time. I'm gonna try to lay off the alcohol. I'm not gonna try to drink too much.
I hope I can. I hope.
Drink water, hydrate, and don't worry about breaking the seal. Piss.
Come through. I'm excited to see everybody.